Hello you, welcome to Geekism and welcome to this look at free update number 8 for Planet Coaster 2. Coming on December 4th, first of all, Scalable animated scenery. Excited for this one. In the video you're seeing here, they scroll it all up. As you can probably imagine, for me, I'm very excited to make some of it a little bit smaller and perhaps a little bit more usable in some realistic parks. But yeah, really great feature to be able to have that as animated scenery scalable, just like the non-animated stuff. Talking about animations, the spring moving platform is coming too. Looks like a fun one. It basically follows physics. I'm sure Taggy will be able to use this to build a working deep thought model. They're adding a load of blueprints to go with the Planet Coaster 1 themes that have come across as well. So Cowboys, Fairy Tale, and a whole load of ride ones as well. So if you're a blueprint user, here's a few more official ones that you'll be able to use. Exciting stuff. If you already own the Sorcery Pack DLC, there's a couple of changes coming to that. First of all, the Vector Child Coaster is going to have a boomerang version. So obviously this is modelled on Flight of the Hippogriff, but there's also a lot of these around the place now that are creating sort of family boomerangs. So you're now going to be able to do that with that, which is quite exciting. And there's also a hold dual direction piece now for the raid coaster, or the bike and car one, so it'll hold before sending you off on your launch. And they've also added a chain lift to that model as well. So that's all if you've already got Sorcery Pack. For the base game though, there's also a ton of coaster updates. The two in-game RMCs are getting limb launches, so you're going to be able to do launched RMCs, which is pretty exciting. This Vector coaster, I think they call it gets this double spline. The Mine Train one here gets no plank track, I guess, which is fun. These are all neat options for just giving you some options with coasters. I'm sure the coaster people are more interested in that, and it means they can do certain builds of models that I don't really know much about. There's been a whole host of management changes. They've made repairing rides now cost money if you're playing with those kind of features turned on. Also some explanations as to how ticket pricing is calculated. They've made scenery prestige work differently now, so each piece of scenery gives a lower score but for a larger range, which is going to sort of help average out those sort of peaks and troughs that you get from scenery. They're also going to show whether or not buildings require water and power a little easier now. Some of the heat maps here have been rejigged to make that sort of information a little clearer. As far as guests go, guests are going to leave pools and not join ride queues if they are hungry or thirsty. So that's exciting. They're going to be able to use your restaurants and food and drink options a lot more, I hope. And also weather improvements. So we are getting snow finally, which is great to see, and thunderstorms as well. Not only are these going to be real fun cosmetic changes, they're going to look really good. Lots of people using umbrellas and shivering and what have you. But mechanically, they're going to affect the gameplay loop as well. Thunderstorms can cause lightning strikes on rides. If guests are on them when it happens, they'll become very scared, so you might have to go around and close rides during thunderstorms, or risk it, I don't know. And obviously they'll favour rides with undercover scenery, undercover queue rides, that kind of thing. They'll favour those when it's raining, and they'll also now have a new stat, which is dryness. So alongside their toilet and food and drink and nausea ratings, they'll have a dryness rating. So if they spend too long in the rain, that will go way down, and you'll have to dry them off over time or using the in-game dryers. As for snow, it also comes with temperature changes. So if it gets very cold, your pools will freeze over unless you use the new heaters that are coming to the game. So you will be able to build like a Swiss chalet with heated pools kind of thing. That'll be fun. And the guests will shiver and look for warmth. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like they changed their clothes. It would have been nice to see some warmer costumes coming in, but no, they're all still walking around in shorts, and in some cases just shorts if they're swimming pools. But they will shiver and look for warmth, and they'll favour hot drinks over cold drinks as well when it's chilly, which is good fun. Sunburns have changed a little bit, how the sunscreen works now. It runs out over time and they need to keep reapplying it. Just kind of giving you more options for management, so that it's a little extra things that you have to think about. yeah, it's exciting stuff. They've also added the temperatures at the bottom there, so you can see whether or not you need to worry about sunburn or about shelter for snow or rain. And talking of all of this snow, it's making the place look pretty festive. In fact, we're getting the festive scenery from Planet Coaster 1 returning to the game for free as part of this update. Exciting stuff. So it's all the candy pieces, all the snow pieces, and personally, my most favourite thing, those fairy lights, the little strings of lights. Very, very excited to see those. So yeah, I think this is a really packed free update. Animated scenery pieces being adjustable, all the festive scenery for free, weather, changes to the management, really exciting stuff, and it is coming out on the 4th of December. And that perhaps aren't the only toys we're going to get to play with. Unfortunately, I'm not able to tell you more about this right now. You'll have to keep it here on Geekism to see more next week. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. Till the next one, be good.